They quite literally don't build them like this anymore. Well, that's not entirely true. They do have an updated version of this aircraft, but I don't think it's as good. This plane and the components in it are very old. I haven't flown this particular plane in over a decade, so this is my first flight with it in over a decade, and as such, I am quite rusty. I was a little bit disappointed with my performance. Those of you unfamiliar with 3D airplanes and those who haven't really flown them probably won't see too much wrong with these flights. However, those of you who know are going to see just how rusty I have become, being that I haven't touched a 3D airplane in over a decade. But I wanted to show my first couple of flights with this aircraft. I did go through the trouble of getting a remote ID unit and getting the whole thing registered and everything so that I could fly this at my local park. Anyway, I will probably show this aircraft off a bit more on the channel once I get used to it again. I wanted to start introducing some RC stuff, of course. If you watch my previous videos where I built the mini ugly stick, you'll already know that. But I also wanted to show folks who had seen those what a properly performing airplane looks like. The other one, the little ugly stick that I put together, was very underwhelming. It was underpowered, it was unstable in the air, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue trying to fly that airframe. I might just strip the electronics out of it and build something else. But I wanted you to see what a proper RC airplane looks like, although I'm not handling it particularly well. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and just let the footage play. I don't really talk much during this first flight, but I will give a little bit of commentary on what I'm doing in the second one. As far forward as I've got that battery, it's still a little too tail heavy. Hovers nicely though. That feels a little more comfortable with the battery further forward.
Seems smoother.
Yeah. I got to turn my high rates on my rudder. That's why I don't have control there. Alright, I got the high rates on now. There's a little more wind above the tree line. There we go. That's more like it. A little bit of a harrier going on with the wind. Get a little flat spin going on. How about that? Get some altitude and do another one of those. Come on. I don't want to do it now. And try that again. Huh. That's weird. It did a nice one to begin with, now it doesn't want to do them. There we go. Give it some power for a pro spin input. I think I was giving it maybe a little bit too much aileron those other attempts. It just wants rudder. There we go. There we go. There's a nice knife edge pass.
Huh, I think that battery is already starting to lose power.